Once upon a time, we finished our schooling and left our homes for what we thought would be forever. After years of staying with our families, dependent on each other in every little thing, we had to take the brave step and step out for higher studies and travel far away from our homes. That day for all of us was one of the biggest days in our lives. From that very day, we started to grow independently and get adapted to living alone. We learned everything that we would earlier run away from. Many, if not all of us, learned to wash our clothes, iron them, cook, clean, do the utensils, take care of all sorts of bills, go to the supermarket, bargain with the vegetable vendors, figure out faulty devices, and we even learned how to make a lizard or a cockroach go away. I am sure there are many more items on the list and I can go on and on about it. But you get what I'm saying, right? We stepped out, and the only times we came home were festivals and vacations that lasted for not more than a month or two. Not even that for those of us who lived far. Every holiday that we came back, we did so as guests and got special treatment always, from food to gifts and whatnot. And before we would become a part of that home again, it was always somehow time to go back. We knew the day we left that we are never coming back to stay forever. All the visits were going to be occasional and short. Oh, and for those of us who completed our higher studies and started working, there was even less of coming back. For us, there are no holidays, no Holi or Diwali vacations, no summer or winter holidays, and yes, no semester breaks. And the holidays that we do take cost us a lot. So even having at least the certainty of going home in a given number of days disappeared fast for us. We would come home once or twice a year, or in case of emergencies. This is how it was going for all of us, college students and working people. But then came 2020. The coronavirus took over the world and we were all suddenly back to our hometowns with our families as lockdowns made their place across the globe. Only this time we did not know when we were going back. Some of us who are in college came for holy vacations in March and just never went back. Some were about to give exams which got postponed until further notice. Some had vacations coming ahead anyway. Many got stuck where they were and were able to come back home after the lockdown was lifted. All of us, somehow and at some point, came back, and we have been here ever since. Now that work from home is the new normal and has become a routine part of our lives, we don't see a journey back to our workplaces anytime soon. Colleges still have a long waiting period before they open again, and offices have already declared work from home schedules till some months next year. With all of this, did all of you realize that we have come back? That this is not a vacation anymore, but permanent living arrangements. The period for this stay has surpassed the standard number of days for a vacation or a leave. We are back to home and it feels like we live here like we did before leaving for the first time. And that is a mix of emotions. A couple months into staying here, most of us felt that it had been long enough and that we needed to go back now. And a few more months into the arrangement, we are so used to the whole deal. We have been here too long and our branches have turned into roots. We are rooted deep into the grounds that are our homes, and it is not going to be easy leaving anytime in the near future. The happy dependency within the family is back again, and it is stronger than before. Our mothers are cooking our favorite dishes with love, we are taking care of them, having Sunday family breakfasts with outings on the weekends, spending time with our siblings, being constant parts of each other's lives and whatnot. To leave this time would be to leave as new. This time our parents are not prepared to see us leave like they were in every vacation. This is going to be as new for them as it was the first time. And it will be the same for us. Also, as we grow up, we realize our parents are getting old too. Even though they live alone when we are not here and manage on their own, now that we've been here with them, we don't want to leave them alone. We want to stay by their side as they grow old. Anyway, more than being excited to step out of our houses and go back to being independent, we are scared of being back to strange cities, away from home to live alone. The thought of cooking for oneself and eating alone doesn't sound so exciting anymore. If anything, we don't want to do it, and after having dined together with everyone at home for so many months in a row. When we move out this time, we will learn all those things again from a new start, because in my mind, I feel we have forgotten those things. We have forgotten living alone, cooking and doing the utensils, cleaning up and everything else on the list. It is almost as if we have been programmed back into the people we were before we left our homes the first time. And when we leave again, it will be a whole lot of new programming into our systems. What do you think? I have been here for 8 months myself and I am more than terrified to go back. The warm embrace of home and family has curled me in so deep. I find myself reluctant of coming out again. I wonder if others feel the same way. Let's hear from some friends. I have with me Shivangi and Yashasvi. Shivangi has been working for more than a year now after having completed her studies. Lockdown was the first time she went home after having started her job in Bangalore. Shivangi, what are your thoughts on this?
I agree with what you say about the dependency inside a family. I mean, first of all, I will have to go back to the 9 to 5 routine for office hours, and to top that, I'll come back home stressed and all tired to an empty apartment, unlike at home when mom is there to take care of me and she gives me an all jumpy whenever I don't feel well. Also, staying at home saves a lot of money. I have no rent to pay, and all my salary is in my bank account, sitting undisturbed. Due to the uncertainty of going back, I had to vacate my apartment, so I don't even have a place to stay when I go back home. The whole apartment hunt would definitely take me back to the old days when I was new to the city.
Right. The apartment hunt and the whole moving in process resonates so much with a new city and a new life. Yashasvi, you just completed your bachelor's. How do you feel about the situation given that the very beginning of your work life is from home?
Well, I was in my final year and went to my friend's place for holy vacation since I live way too far from my college. The plan was to come back, give final exams, enjoy my farewell, go home, but it turns out 1 week vacation at my friend's place turned into two and then into three before I actually realized I had to go straight home. Even then, I had no clue I would stay so long at home. And time passed so quickly, it feels like we're back to life in school, with my mom being around for everything. Good food every day. I get to spend a lot of time with my sister and cousins, so every day is fun. When we go back, we will to have to learn again to do things on our own. I wish I could work from home indefinitely. But you can't have all the comforts in this world, right?
Right. I'm sure it will be a unique experience on its own, Yashasvi. The pain of not having attended your own farewell is a shared one. So I guess a lot of people agree that it is not going to be the same. We have adapted way too much to life at home that starting afresh from point zero will be tougher than we can imagine. At home, every day with family is a festival. Well, the good news is we aren't going back anytime soon. So better enjoy all the time we have and get ready for whenever the inevitable